Panel de K-pop. El 28 de septiembre, en el Museo Asiático de la Ciudad de San Francisco, se realizó el panel titulado K-pop, en la cual tuvo como integrantes a la CEO de Singing Beetle, a la doctora Dafna Zur de la Universidad de Stanford y Nathan, uno de los integrantes de 1VERSE, una agrupación de K-pop recién debutada. Aquí te traemos el resumen de lo que fue a través de Oasis.
I'd love to hear from each of you, Michelle and Nathan, what diversity means to you, what diversity in K-pop means to you, what does it look like behind the scenes, and also what does diversity mean to you, Nathan? I talked a little bit about being an Asian American, a little bit about maybe...
What does it mean to me? But I think it's how do I say it? It means people bring in different ideas. I think sometimes not because you have certain intention or not, when you are brought up in a certain background or culture, that there are things that are common, like normal to you, but are like unthinkable to others. But when you have a group of people who come from different cultures and different backgrounds, all this are different ideas are put together.
The diversity of the group really kind of came to life, or something, even something that created some tension, or just, what does it feel like on the inside? Yeah.
Well, I'm not trying to call out Kenny, but for example, Kenny loves giving hugs. He loves giving hugs. I think that's fine. I love hugs too. But I guess to the other guys, giving hugs is a lot more difficult for them. It seems like, I don't know, I guess they don't dislike it, but it's just not something that they were raised, or not raised, but like, it wasn't natural for them. Which I was like, okay, that's cool, but just doing those stuff, like something that would be normal to us and being different for them, was something that we really had to, realize, there's no right or wrong answer. We just have to learn to work with both, especially at the dinner table. Sometimes Kenny wants to go out and eat something on his own, but then sometimes, Sobre I want to eat all together. It's like, if you don't eat together, then it could be seen as being rude, or something like that. But we all worked it out with each other, oh no, we have to clear some misunderstandings. But I think that's just a part of learning.
Hope for this year.
My hope for this year is that we recently announced our tour, US tour. So I hope that can go without any accidents and be successful. We've come up quite a long way in planning this tour due to many realistic limitations. But it's finally happening, so I'm really excited that the guys are actually able to meet the fans in person and are able to perform in front of them in person. So I hope to create more opportunities for 1VERSE to interact with their fans as much as they can, because
a successful year would be if we can continue to make our stars happy, just by releasing music and like I mentioned, if we keep making music that people can really identify themselves with, I think that's succeeding our goal, really.
So I think our differentiation is, let me count. One, I think us allowing our artists to produce, be heavily involved in the creative process from the very beginning is one thing that differentiates us from the other K-pop groups. 1VERSE, while they're still new to the industry, the members have been encouraged to participate in the creative process, whether it is by providing ideas or by really creating songs and creating dances for their projects. I think it's one thing that sets us apart, because we are able to tell our own story better because we are the ones creating it. And it's really hard not to involve their voices in the process if you allow them to be in the studio. They're going to talk about their stories. And I think that's what makes our music also really cool, because it might sound similar to what other K-pop artists are doing, genre-wise or just style-wise, but when you actually listen to the lyrics or the context behind it, it's all personal. It's all from their own experiences and emotions that they feel. And we believe that's also universal, that people can relate to these emotions, it's just in different contexts. So I think that's one thing that sets Universe apart from other K-pop artists. The number two thing that I can think of is the way they were trained, managed, and produced. That while we do try to live up to the standards created by our seniors, by so many established labels and artists who have like paved down the way for K-pop success so far, we also try to add our own colors to the system. The members have to go through not just the typical K-pop trainings that they all receive at other labels as well, but we also added our own programs, things like what we call global citizenship, where the artists are forced to learn about what's going on in the world and to share their opinions about it. We also, why I wouldn't say forced, they were required to partake a couple of different sessions and seminars about performance coaching, building teamwork and whatnot, these different things so that they are ready not only as artists but also as more mature citizens of the world. And the way they are managed as well, I think it's also slightly different from other labels. Thus, promotional strategy, the marketing strategies that we've adopted is also quite different because we thought we were a small startup. So we adopted a lot of startup approaches in creating buzz for Universe and building their brand. And I think that's also what set us different from the rest of the groups. I can go on and on and on about what I think.